it is time we talk about the Anderson Composites carbon fiber demon hood. So I had some people ask me, what my issue was with Anderson Composites, because, they're inquiring themselves about the hood and they want to know, what's going on, if it's something they should look out for. So this will be more or less a video about my customer experience with them, and then also the overall, quality of the hood, what I think of the hood now having it, 3 or 4 weeks or whatever. So when I had originally hit up Anderson Composites for a hood, they told me basically to Google it. I said, hey, I'm interested in a hood. Who would you recommend me go through to purchase your hood? Because, well, if you just Google it, you'll find out who sells it. And I was kind of like a little turned off by that, because it's like, I'm asking you guys, you don't even have to do any favoritism. Just give me a list, is what I was looking for, of people that I could purchase one from, and I'll price compare. I didn't want to just go Google, carbon fiber hoods and do, a transaction for a $2,000 hood, and then I never get the hood or go through some drama with that company, because I ended up going with BMC, because my buddy Carbon RT, shout out to you, Carbon RT, and this is the hood that I got. So I did my initial inspection of the hood. It looked great. The corners were all good. You're kind of in a pinch right there, like, oh, open the box and expect it quick, because those guys got to get out of there, go do their next drop off. So I was trying to be cognizant of their time while they sat there and watched me unbox it, right? So I did this fairly quickly. These issues that I'm going to talk about aren't even necessarily reasons I would not buy the hood. I would, based on everything I know and have seen on the hood now, I'd probably still buy it, because I don't know of anybody else that makes a quality fitment hood like this. The lines in my video were, all pretty on point. So my main issues with the hood are the hazing in the hood, and there's multiple spots in it, and you can't really see it too much in the raw daylight. But I will put a snip in that I did this morning, because I was anticipating I wouldn't be able to see the hazing during the day. So I'll put a snip in my garage where you can see the hazing. So if you look right in here where the light kind of breaks through, you'll see it's kind of hazed right in there. And it's more visible to the eye than it's appearing on the screen here, but even if I go and wipe it down further, it's still there. That's one of the spots, and that kind of stretches through this whole piece right here. Another big one is right there. You can kind of see if I can get the right angle. So all this right in there where it kind of is pale, that's all haze, to where it needs to be polished out further. And again, I can take the fresh microfiber, and just kind of dust it off. I've already detailed it, I just wanted to show you. But you see that haze? It's still right there. If you look at that light bar, you can see the haze. So again, that's more kind of spots that just need to be polished out. There's also some right here. You can see the light bar and where the haze is as well. And then I had already showed you in the unboxing video of the snorkels in here. So these little snorkel pieces, see the detail on that? It's like it's kind of hazed out on this side, and that corner right there, pretty bad. But as you can see, it's a functional grabber. See my intake in there. And this one also, that corner as well. And I'm trying not to nitpick this thing. There's also some haze right up in here. Really, I'm trying not to. It's just, $2,000 hood. I just expected it to be a little bit better quality, at least on the finish work of the polishing. I'm gonna have to see if I can, you can even see the hazing right there right now in that light bar. But I'm really gonna have to try to buff this out later. I'm I mean, I've only had the hood, what, a few weeks now, maybe a month. Haven't even driven it that much for the weather to wear it down at all. But, you know, I'll have to attack it later with some polish and see if I can buff that out. So stay tuned for a future video on that, see if I can, you know, correct that a little more. But yeah, that's kind of, it's very disappointing. So yeah, it's basically all in there. There's some hazing. Like I said, you can't see it now. It's got good reflection. You can see, you know, the sun and the clouds and all that stuff. Yeah, there's hazing in there. There's quite a bit of hazing right in here. And then, like I showed you, the hazing that's in the fin area here. So that's kind of, and I didn't really see any of that stuff until I started detailing the car. You know, once you even buy a car, you don't really see all the defects in it until you really start like cleaning it or washing it or detailing it. In this case, once I started detailing the hood, I'm like, shit, you know, and I had my lights on up in the ceiling. I'm like, man, there's actually quite a bit of hazing in this thing. So I'm kind of disappointed. I'm very disappointed in the hazing. This I had done from Destroyed Customs, and that thing is flawless. I mean, that's, granted, it's a little piece of carbon fiber. It's not huge, but that's also hand done by Destroyed Customs, and it's flawless. There's no hazing in it whatsoever. I mean, you can see all the fibers in that thing. And that thing is, that, to be honest, was kind of what set the bar for me for what I was gonna get for the hood. So it's maybe an unrealistic expectation for a surface that large, but like I said, I paid a premium dollar for it, so I was expecting something, you know, more like quality, like I got from Destroyed Customs. So shout out to Destroyed Customs, your shit's legit. When I saw some pictures, because I was actually looking up how to install the heat shield. So when I looked at their website and I was looking at the heat shield stuff, I saw pictures of this hood on their website, right? And when I saw pictures of this hood, and I actually put my shocks on there, I know. When I saw pictures of this hood, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Do you see something missing right there? This right here. This badge, which is supposed to be riveted, someplace in here. Okay. So it's not a huge badge. It's 2 holes, right? This little badge kind of is what started all my frustrations, my real frustrations with Anderson Composites, because I look on the website and I see that it's supposed to have this right there, and then I get the hood and it doesn't have that right there. After some of the hazing I already saw, and after some of the customer experiences I had with them already, I was pretty upset about it. And I know it's not like a huge deal, you know, it's just a little placard. And you let me know in the comments if I'm being maybe a little petty or overreacting by this. When I called them, which is what got me a little more upset, guy on the phone told me, oh yeah, you know, we hear about this about, you know, once or twice a year, you know, but that's assuming people even, you know, notice it and call in about it. Like, well, I'm gonna be down there a few weeks. Can I just cruise through and you guys can install it? He's like, no, actually we don't do any kind of installation of any kind at this shop. We're just the, I think he said distributor or something like that. He said all their stuff gets done at their manufacturing location. I was okay, well, can I go to your manufacturing location? And he's like, no, they don't do any kind of installations over there. They just manufacture them. I'm like, all right, so so I was telling him, is that my only option, is to get it mailed out to me? He's like, well, yeah, if you want it. I mean, the hood's supposed to come with it, right? So, you know, if it's supposed to come with it, then I want what's supposed to, you know, I want the way it's supposed to be. He's like, yeah, we can, you know, put it in the mail for you. And I'm like, oh, all right. I was like, well, you know, I'd really like to drive down there, because I know it's only, you know, two holes, but if the hood's supposed to come a certain way and it didn't, I'd hate to drill holes, you know, I hate to drill holes in the hood, and, you know, what if I damage it or something, you know? I do a lot of mod shit, but I was trying to jam them up about this, because I didn't think it was right for them to just, you know, put it on me to do work that they should have done, you know? I mean, what if I'm not capable of doing any of the shit that I'm doing, and they're trying to tell me, just, you know, the average customer, to, hey, drill a couple holes in your hood. Like, I don't know. I didn't expect that kind of response from them. So I was like, all right, well, if that's my only option, then go ahead and send it to me. So I got the placard a couple weeks later, and that was it. So I haven't installed it yet. The guy told me, you know, if you don't want to drill in your hood, I mean, you can just, you know, double side tape it or Velcro it. I'm like, for me, this placard is like kind of like a trophy on the hood, because there are tons of replica hoods out there. Anderson Composites is known for quality, right? And I want the placard to be there. I want people to know that it's an Anderson Composites hood when I'm at a car show or got the hood open, because people know the brand. I paid top dollar for a top dollar hood. I expected top dollar results from that hood, you know. So that kind of sums up the whole Anderson Composites. Would I do it again? Probably. I'd probably buy it again, because like I said, fitment is probably the most important, and I don't know of anybody else who has fitment this good for their aftermarket carbon fiber hoods. And the hazing, I'm really pretty upset about that, because that just means I gotta polish the hood now, or have, you know, pay somebody to polish it. So it's just more time out of my life, you know. So that's upsetting. Also, the customer experience thing, I can move on with that. You know, I guess I'll drill my hood and put the placard on there. So I'd probably buy it again. To be honest with you, I'm actually looking into buying the trunk now. So hopefully that scenario goes better than the hood scenario. We will see. Stay tuned for future videos, because the trunk is coming. And then an update to the LD97, the wheels. I got a few drawings from Rich. Drawings look good. So I guess they're kind of running behind because they've been in the process of moving shops. So I am anxiously waiting to approve these drawings so that my wheels can be cut. So that's an update on the wheels. That's pretty much going to do it for this one. Appreciate everybody who's been watching the videos, liking, commenting. Subscriber count's been going up. Videos will keep coming as long as you guys keep liking, commenting, and subscribing. So like I said, that's going to do it for this one. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.